Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hoffman Engineering. If you're in the market for a high-speed, fully enclosed 3D printer that can handle everything from basic PLA to carbon fiber nylon, you're gonna want to stick around for this one. Today we're diving into the Creality K1C, the upgraded version of the popular K1, now armed with a hardened steel Hotend and AI-powered camera right out of the box. I've spent the last month putting it through its paces, testing everything from high-speed PLA to carbon fiber torture tests, and I have a lot to say about how it stacks up in the real world. So whether you're printing fast, printing tough, or just printing smart, this printer has some surprises you'll want to see. Let's get into it. Before we begin, this Creality K1C was provided for me to review by SainSmart. As with all of my reviews, they aren't paying me for this review, and everything I say is my own honest opinion after using this printer for the last month. My videos do have affiliate links in the description, so if you're interested in anything you see in my videos, from printers, filament, or accessories, you can use those links to help support my channel. We appreciate it. The Creality K1C is a filament-based CoreXY 3D printer. It is the upgraded version of the Creality K1. The C stands for carbon, with upgraded parts suitable for printing with carbon fiber and other abrasive filaments. The main upgrade that allows for that is the hardened steel nozzle. With a hot end capable of temperatures of up to 300 degrees Celsius, the K1C's steel nozzle can print with abrasive filaments like carbon fiber PLA and even carbon fiber nylon. The Hotend consists of a quick swap tri-metal nozzle with a steel tip, copper heat block, and titanium heat break. This enables quick heating and consistent print temperatures, while preventing heat creep that can cause clogs. The K1C has a direct drive extruder which does an excellent job at gripping the filament, and it maintains that grip even when printing at speeds of up to 600 millimeters per second. The K1C is a CoreXY 3D printer. This motion system uses two stationary motors that work together with an intricate belt loop to move the Hotend and the X and Y axes. CoreXY printers have some distinct advantages. Because the motors work together, their combined torque can enable max accelerations of up to 20,000 millimeters per second and enables that 600 millimeters per second max print speed. And the K1C delivers on that max print speed. I found this to be an extremely fast printer, easily able to push high-speed PLA up to that 500 and 600 millimeters per second speeds. The bed moves in the Z-axis with a single motor and a belt loop underneath, moving the 3 threaded rods supporting the bed. The max print volume of the K1C is 220 by 220 by 250 millimeters. The heated bed has a max temperature of up to 100 degrees Celsius. The bed has built-in load sensors, which the K1C uses for fully automated bed leveling and nozzle offset. You can throw away your leveling paper and let the K1C run all of those calibrations automatically for the perfect first layer every time. The K1C comes with a removable, magnetic, flexible PEI spring steel build plates. It ships with a smooth plates designed for PLA use, although a textured PEI plate is available from Creality. Creality also recommends using the included glue stick when printing with the smooth plates, and that combination worked perfectly. I had no print failures due to bed adhesion, and once the print cooled down, a quick flex of the plate popped the prints right off. The K1C is a fully enclosed printer. It has a removable clear plastic lid, so you can remove the lid when printing with low temperature materials like PLA, or magnetically secure the lid when printing with materials that are sensitive to temperatures or air drafts. The glass door is also magnetically secured. While the K1C does not have a dedicated chamber heater, with the door and lid closed, the inside of the chamber can reach about 50 degrees Celsius. There are white LED lights on the front that illuminate the interior. On the right side, there is a powerful auxiliary cooling fan blowing right on the top layers of the prints. This help keeps overhang and bridges solid while printing at the 600 millimeters per second print speeds. And speaking of fans, the Enclosure also has a built-in chamber exhaust fan with an activated carbon filter. Activated carbon is great for removing smells and fumes from the air, so it will likely reduce the VOCs while printing. However, there is no HEPA filter in the mix, so I'm not sure how good activated carbon only is for removing particles from the air. It is great for printing with smelly materials like ABS though. A 4.3-inch full-color touchscreen panel is on the front of the printer. The touchscreen is very responsive, and the menus are nicely organized and easy to navigate. The Creality K1C runs Creality OS, which is their version of the Klipper firmware. This modern firmware is packed full of advanced features which produce high-quality prints. The K1C will use its built-in accelerometers to automatically calibrate input shaping. This runs a frequency sweep on the X and Y axes and measures how the printer vibrates at different frequencies. It'll then use that to more accurately control the motors, which eliminates ghosting or echo artifacts around hard edges of your prints. Other features such as pressure advance will produce smoother and more accurate top surfaces. It has Wi-Fi capabilities built in, so you can send and start jobs wirelessly, as well as remotely monitor your printer. It'll also allow for over-the-air firmware upgrades, making it easy to stay up to date. The Creality K1C comes mostly assembled. Remove the packing material and remove a few screws securing the bed and the XY gantry. A couple of screws attach the handle to the door, then slide in the air filter and spool holder in the back, and you are ready to go. The first time you power on the printer, it walks through a self-check and starts the automatic calibration process of auto bed leveling and the frequency sweep for input shaping. It took a total of 20 minutes from unboxing to my first prints, and it was an extremely smooth experience. Moving on to the software side, Creality recommends using Creality Print, which is their fork of the Orca slicer. Adding the K1C is as simple as selecting it from the list, and it includes a number of standard and high quality profiles for a range of layer heights and materials. The built-in profiles worked great. They feel finely tuned for the printer, and they aren't afraid to let the K1C stretch its legs for printing speeds. Once you've sliced your file, you can send it to your K1C and start the print wirelessly. It then switches over to the device tab where you can monitor your prints. The K1C comes with a camera inside of the closure. This gives you a real-time view to monitor your prints and will also capture time lapses of your prints. I have to give Creality kudos for the camera. It is one of the nicer cameras that I've used. The picture quality is great, and it runs at a very good frame rate, and the time lapses it produces is also pretty good. It seems to take a picture at the start of each layer, so the time lapses it generates can be pretty long, often a couple minutes long. Just be sure to remove the protective film from the lens, otherwise your time lapses will look like this. With all of the specs out of the way, let's take a look at how well the K1C prints. Thank you Sunlu for providing the filament used in my tests. If you are in the market for filament for your next project, Sunlu has a large variety of materials and colors. You are sure to find just what you are looking for. So let's start with the included 15-minute Benchy. This is a great showcase of the K1C. The speed of the printer shows through, completing in just 15 minutes, and the layers are nice and consistent, with really good bridges and overhangs. There is a slight Benchy hull line where the top layers of the boat deck begin, but for a 15-minute 3D Benchy, this is a great showing. And the Autodesk Kickstarter torture test in PLA also looks great. The longest bridge is perfect, and even the 15-degree overhang looks great. There is slight wisps of stringing at the pillars at the top, but all of the printers completed to their full height. This was a very good print. Going larger, this Desert Kiss dice tower shows the 0.16mm layer height. Just like with the other prints, the layers are very consistent, and all of the overhangs printed without supports with no problems. Going even taller, this brick dice tower looks awesome in Sunlu's brick red PLA. This model showcases how well the K1C handles overhangs. The bottom of the staircase looks great, and the individual pillars turned out perfect. There are some slight wisps of filament between a few of the pillars, primarily in the middle section of the staircase, but that's the only defect that I could see in this challenging print. And this Captain America bust shows the full print height of the K1C, and it is a great combination of smooth organic shapes along with hard edges to showcase the input shaping. I have these lit with harsh edge lighting to showcase any defects, and if you look just right, you might see a little ringing where the input shaping didn't fully eliminate those artifacts. But it's not on every hard edge, only a select few, so ultimately the input shaping was doing its job. The rest of the print looks amazing, and it even handled the overhang of the chin with no problem. But the K1C's main selling point is being able to handle abrasive filaments like carbon fiber. So for my tests, I grabbed both some Creality carbon fiber PLA and some Polymaker Fiberon PA612CF carbon fiber nylon filaments. I have links to both in the description. The K1C has no issues printing with the carbon fiber PLA, and the results look incredible. It was easy to print with, and the PLA CF has included profiles in the Creality print which made slicing simple. I love the matte finish of the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber nylon gave a little bit more of a fight. At first I tried printing straight from my eBoss Polyphemus filament dryer, but I didn't have the best angle on my shelf, so I switched to just loading the nylon from the K1C's filament holder, and it printed perfectly. Nylon absorbs moisture very quickly, so you'd want to print from a dryer or dry box if possible. But the K1C handled the 300-degree print temperatures without issue, and the nylon stuck just right to the smooth print bed. The K1C was a beast with these carbon fiber prints. Other materials like PETG worked great on the K1C. I've been using it to print Gridfinity bins, and they turned out great. I only ran into one issue during my month of testing, and it has to do with the lid and the filament feed. The Bowden tube runs through a cable chain from the Hotend to the spool holder in the back of the K1C. The default slicer profiles have a start G code that prints a purge line at the far left of the print bed. This causes the cable chain to push against the lid. The lid does have a rubber strip which prevents noise or damage to the chain or lid, but that movement can cause the Bowden tube to sharply bend during that purge. That kink didn't affect PLA or PETG during my tests, but it caused brittle filaments like my carbon fiber nylon to break every time. So if you are running into broken filament issues, watch for that kink and consider moving or removing that purge from the Start G-code section of your profiles. So in conclusion, I found the Creality K1C to be a worthy upgrade from the original K1. It maintains most of the same features while adding a Hotend and extruder capable of printing with high temperature abrasive filaments. Working with carbon fiber filaments might be a niche material, but this also allows you to print with other common abrasive filaments like glow in the dark or pure white filament without needing to constantly worry about wearing out your nozzle. The CoreXY design allows for some insanely fast print speeds of up to 600 millimeters per second, and Creality's built-in profiles in their slicer do not shy away from those higher speeds. While I wish the build volume was a little bigger, the 220 by 220 by 250 millimeter volume is still large enough for most needs. I love the included camera. The remote monitoring actually has a very smooth frame rate, and the time lapses it generates are pretty good. Creality became kind of a joke in the 3D printing community with all of the tinkering needed in the under 3 days to get decent prints. But I have to say, with Creality's modern line of Klipper powered printers, I've had nothing but excellent experiences with them. Almost no assembly required, automatic calibrations when you first turn it on, and a great printing experience. The Creality K1C is currently on sale for $559 at the time of recording. Compared to other fully enclosed CoreXY 3D printers on the market, this is a pretty good price. The K1C is about $50 more expensive than the original K1, but I think the upgrades like the included camera and the hardened Hotend is certainly worth the price. If you are looking for a fully enclosed printer capable of printing with abrasive materials, then I think the Creality K1C could be the printer for you. I had a great experience with it, and I didn't run into any issues that would stop me from giving the K1C a great recommendation. So thank you all for watching my review of the Creality K1C. What was your favorite feature? What features do you think it's missing? Let me know in the comments below. I have plenty of upcoming projects and reviews, so be sure to subscribe to Hoffman Engineering so you don't miss out on those coming soon. And if you are still in the market for an enclosed CoreXY 3D printer, check out my first look at the Anycubic Cobra S1. It might be right up your alley. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.